Hey guys, good morning. It's about 10 a.m. and I'm actually really excited about this little video. I wanted to take the time to show you my bed setup. We're about to go take a shower, so we haven't gotten completely ready for the day yet. We are going to go to a memorial site today, and it's one of the tourist attractions here in Pell City, Alabama. We have gotten some really great weather while we've been here, and that's really important because when you're sleeping in your truck, you don't have a lot of options for heat. So part of what I'm going to teach you today is how to stay warm, and to make sure that, like, if you are going to do any kind of travel like this where you want to be in your vehicle instead of an RV or anything like that, because those are a different type of hindrance that I'm not really interested in tackling at this point. It might be something that I do in the future. I might do tent camping in the future. I'm really not certain that I'm going to return to normal society after this trip, because I'm really enjoying myself, and I'm going to have the funds, not a lot of funds, to do it long term, and I will most likely kill my budget. So in the future, donations will definitely be accepted. I haven't really set anything up for that at this point, but I think you could send me some stuff through Facebook or whatever if you wanted to throw me a couple bucks. I would appreciate it. Right now we're just living off of charge cards. We'll pay ourselves back later. That's the American way, right? Anyways, like I said, haven't quite gotten ready for the day yet. I haven't even untangled my chains, which is important to me. This one, if you guys are wondering, is JS, and I love JS. It stands for Jesus Saves, because he definitely did. Jesus saved Tiffany Singer. And I even have that, I got a little hanging JS. You can see that. I have decorated this truck a little bit. I like it. It's fun for me. So anyways, back to like some safety protocols. So you want to go ahead and get you some wool blankets, okay? And if you are going to be in some even colder atmospheres, a thermal sleeping bag is definitely going to come in handy. You can get one that has a hood and that can cover your face. And then that there are facial coverings. A lot of people wore them in Ohio. I mean, just everyday wear, because it gets so cold in the tundra. So anyways, I'm going to give you this quick little tour. It isn't set up exactly how I do it in the front, because I'm using my front seat to film from instead of standing out in the heat, because it is getting hotter here now already. And I don't want to sweat just yet. I'm going to go take a shower, and I don't like to sweat before a shower. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around, and the sound is going to go out on us, because it just does that. Okay, so you can see that I have these window coverings up here. Those are bath mats from Dollar General. I got really lucky that I hit that store up in the springtime of this year. Well, it was summer, and it was a spring line. Those were only $2. I think I have 6 of them. I could probably use 7, but I have 6. I have them in every window. Okay, so you can see the front seat set up a little bit. Now, normally I have this black bag down in the floor for insulation of the truck. And I either put it in the floor or sometimes I'll put it here in the console. It just depends on how handy I have it. But it's important to insulate your vehicle at night while you do this. Now, these are just some of my grab bags with like products in it. And I like these because I got these from Kohl's. This one's a little bit dirty. We'll clean that up. These are just like little, I keep my vitamins. It's important to maintain your health independently while you're on the road, because most of your health insurance does not transfer state to state. You'll have to pay out of state, and we don't want to do that because that gets expensive. And then this I keep on the front seat all the time. Icy hot, and there's Tiger Balm down in here, and cough drops. The weather change, it's important to have your cough drops and some nasal spray, Excedrin, ibuprofen, Tylenol. I get migraines, so this is my sumatriptan. I keep it handy. This is my daily Wisdom for Women book. We love this. It helps us, it reminds us to like always trust in God, and helps to kind of like give us instructions for the day, to remember to be good to others, be kind to others, love on folks the way you'd want to be loved on. Okay, and then we've got some like hot hands and stuff like that. I mean, we just got like a bunch of different little like, quickie toothbrush, toothpaste, things like that. We got ourselves a little cooler up here. Now at nighttime, we do keep our toiletries here in the front seat. Again, it helps with the insulation, and not only the insulation, but just to get it out of our way so that we can sleep at night. And then here is my hat bag. I know, it's stupid. I have this giant bag, and the only thing that's in it are hats, gloves, scarves, and I have a pair of earmuffs, because I have to have a hat to match my outfit, and shoes. I have to have the whole outfit. I mean, you know how we do in Ohio. It's just, you gotta have the fit going. So anyways, I'm going to turn this AC back on because it's starting to get toasty in here again already, even though I have all these coverings up. Okay, so I insulate all around. I'm sorry for any blurriness. We're getting ready to take a shower. Here's our shower bag. We insulate every single window, and that keeps the cold out. It's really done us pretty well. These little strawberry lights are battery operated lights, so if you need to see at night, they're easy to turn on, and you don't have to worry about turning your vehicle on, which is great for like stealth camping, so nobody knows that you're there, because when you have that vehicle on, the exhaust is running. And when I stealth camp, I don't want anybody to know that I'm there. I want it to be completely dark and black, like I don't exist at all. And then this little blue bag back here, all that has in it is just like extra little like Dollar General bags, grocery bags, stuff like that. And then I've got these Groot placemats, which hold up. Now, normally I'll put in more insulation, but it's been pretty warm here. There are some kneeling mats back there in the window. There's just 2 of them right now. But I will put 4 of them in the window when it's colder. Those kneeling mats or prayer mats, I also got those from Dollar General for 25 cents each. So I bought like a ton of them, and I ended up giving some of them away to the workers at Sheetz because they were like doing inventory on the ground, and they didn't have anything for their knees. And you got to take care of your guts, your butts, and your knees. And then those little Groot placemats I got at Kohl's for like $2, and they're very versatile because they hold up my kneeling mats at nighttime for my windows, but I also can, I slip them, I slip them in here behind. You can't really tell, but I've got like a little thing behind the seat. Here you go. I've got this little space behind the seat. This has just got important paperwork. And when we buy a tablet, when we got a little bit more money, we will put our tablet in this. So I do want to show you this, actually. I'm glad that we're down here. So in this bag is just like some extra undies, socks, brassiere, things like that. Now, down here, which I normally, in the daytime, I turn this up so that we can put our seat back a little bit further, but this holds extra shoes and our dirty clothes from the day before we put the dirties in the trunk. But they're just in there right now because I haven't dug in the truck for my sneakers for the day yet. It's good to have a routine. And then this is just some extra clothes. Now, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Tiff, you've got so many backpacks and so much stuff in your truck. And you're right, I do. However, like I said, at nighttime, you want to insulate these open areas so that you stay warm. So even though it seems like there's a lot in here and that it's very tight, it serves a purpose. So these are extra clothes. That's all that it is. And I have all of those clothes organized in such a way. Turn this back around. I have those clothes organized in such a way that every outfit is already ready to go. Okay? Because organization is super important when you're living this kind of lifestyle, or when you're traveling for long distances. You don't want to dig around for a bunch of stuff. Now, it's nice to have an extra little bag, like one backpack that just is segregated only for toiletries, you know, like I have this blue one here, which is just toiletries, and you know, like your socks, your underwear, undershirts. I wear an undershirt constantly because I don't like the feel of pants and tags on my back, or around my stomach. So, I don't know, it's weird. I don't care. I'm weird. I'm a different breed. We know that. I'm gonna move some of this stuff, and it's not gonna be hard. It's only gonna take a second. So I'm going to just put you here. You might see my booty. Yeah, whatever. Y'all been looking at it for years anyway. Might as well give you a good view. So, okay. I like to move my squishies out of the way first. I love my squishies. Dylan has a squishy business, actually. He sells squishies. I don't know what his website is. I don't know all of that. He hasn't been doing that lately because he's really working hard at Quick Fill in Champion. Him and his brother Tyler are. So if you guys want to go see them and say hi and tip them, well, for pumping your gas, I know they would appreciate it. So they both work there, as well as like 4 of their other really good friends. And I love that. That makes me like so happy. And those kids were my life. I miss them all being my life. Okay? I want to say that. I want to preface that. But we all grow up. And at some point, you know, kids just, they gotta start doing their own thing and learn how to be adults. And my children are young adults. They're young men. They're 20, and Tyler's gonna be 22 tomorrow. So they're living in their own apartment, and I think that's totally dope. So they're both working at Quick Fill, and Tyler's gonna graduate here from Kent State with a criminal justice degree very soon. This is his last semester. He's a rock star. I mean, his grades have been so good that like he hasn't even had to pay a lot for school. School's been paying him to go to school. And Dylan is doing welding. So they're just constantly busy. So I figured, why am I going to pay for an apartment for myself when I had already quit like a really crappy job. It was complicated, and some of the people that I worked with made it more complicated than it needed to be. And that also caused some bad attitudes for some of the other employees. And I had to work directly with them. God love their hearts. They try really hard. And we love them. We do. So anyways, I'm going to swap these out. So first we're going to move this hat bag, which is our biggest bag of all the bags that we have to move. Some of our other clothes bags, which insulate the bottom of the floor. Those are a little bit bigger. Well, just the one. So anyway, we're moving that, getting that out of the way. We're going to move this black bag here. We're going to get him out of the way. He has our PJs in it. Sometimes we'll throw an extra hoodie in there if it'll fit. But he's a PJ bag. And we like having stuff like that. Now these are the sweats and stuff that I just wore last night. I'm just going to wear them again tonight because I wear a whole outfit. To bed at night. Undershirt, t-shirt, boxers. I always wear a pair of boxers under whether I'm wearing shorts or pants because the weather changes rapidly when you're on the road and when you're out and about. I mean, it's going to go from 41 degrees today all the way to 76 and then all the way back down to 40 something. So these boxers make it so you can just zip your britches off, your sweatpants or your shorts, and your undies aren't shown. So there's still some modesty to that. Some people look at you and think, oh my gosh, you're getting undressed. No, I'm just putting on some warmer clothes, or putting on cooler clothes. So anyways, I know this video's gonna end up being like 20 minutes, but you know what? I know that you guys are interested and you want to see how it works. So I want to show you how I work it. So anyway, we'll just put that stuff back there. And then our hoodie, I like to keep our hoodie on command, on available. This is also like a little coat. I stuffed this coat in for extra insulation last night. I haven't needed it lately, but I keep extra little coats and things like that all around this truck. And another day when I haven't been so long-winded about just like all kinds of stuff, I'll show you like how I like really organize every little thing in here because I still like to have my I like to have my jewelry available. I mean, I got a lot more jewelry than this. But the things that you want to have available to you are the things that you're going to wear in like different types of weather situations. And that coat is versatile. It's not too hot. It can be a winter coat. It can be like a spring, whatever. Anyways, let's continue. We're going to get our pillow situated again. And our money bag. Our little squishy. We love our squishy. I've already got my stuff ready to take a shower pretty much. My clothes and everything. So you won't really have to do too much for that. makeup bag here. I'll do my makeup. Probably, I don't know, maybe when we reach our destination, maybe before we leave here. We stayed at Pilot again last night. I want to give a shout out to Kendall and Samantha on the night shift out here. Those two girls, they rock it. They were here alone. Couple nights ago, I stayed here, and I stayed here again last night, primarily because Pilot has showers, and so I wanted to be able to wake up in a safe environment. Here's the thing: a lot of people, they want to stay at campsites and, you know, have that like outdoor time and do a setup and get relaxed and all that. To me, that's more work. So that's why I've chosen to travel, to Frontier Travel, primarily staying in my truck at night, because I am a petite person, so I can lay back there very comfortably, and I don't have to worry about getting mauled by some wild animal. I don't have to contend with bugs. I mean, I appreciate bugs. I love spiders. Even spiders live in castles. Even spiders live in kingdoms. So they're royalty, just like we are. But I'm not a mosquito person. I don't like them. And I'm not a gnat person. That's gross. I don't want to chase gnats. And I don't want ticks. Ew. So tent camping to me is a lot harder. RV camping can be more difficult as well. Van camping, I mean, it sounds appealing because it's easier to manage, like if you want to have like if you have like an emergency bathroom situation or whatever. But if you're stealth camping, and I mean, this one isn't it. This is my coffee cup, but I have a cup like this in the back, and I'll whip that out and take the lid off of it, and I'll just pee right in that because sometimes you can't get like these giant extra large cups, but if you can get these giant extra large cups that are disposable and you need to use the restroom and it's cold and you don't want to get out of your vehicle, like you've already set up everything, I'm small enough to where I can just climb back up here, and I put like, I'll show you. It's dirty right now. I'll have to turn this around. No, I don't do Zen, but I got it for free the other day. Some guy just put it in my bag. This is really filthy. I'm sorry. I also am not sorry. Anyway, I'll put like a little Dollar General bag in here or whatever, like at nighttime. And that's nice for like spills anyways. And then you pop your cup in here, take the straw out because you don't want to accidentally drink your own pee in the morning. And then you just, you just go to the bathroom in this. And if you want to open the door and dump it outside, you can. But, I don't know, that can be rude. So just put the lid on it. Keep the lid on it. And, throw it in the garbage in the morning. You can, you'll live. It's not going to kill you to pee in a cup. I know that my cups are really gross right now because that straw looks funky. Whatever. Look, I have no secrets. I'll tell you guys everything. You all know that about me. I don't think I've ever had any personal secrets. Now, I keep everybody else's secrets. I'm the vault on that one. But anyway, like I said, There's plenty of room over here in this passenger seat for just like whatever. I've got snacks over here. I've got my Bible. I've got an extra little bag because sometimes I like to just put PJs in there, just comfortable clothes. So what we will do when we're done with our shower before we hit the road is we'll take all of our window coverings down. We'll move this coat and we'll just put our window coverings on the seat. It's hard to get a good angle at that. Okay, anyways, I think that I have sufficiently taught you guys a couple of things. Insulate your truck at nighttime. Make sure you've got your privacy screens. If they also offer insulation, that's great. These do. These have worked out really well for me. So you want to insulate the floors, you want to insulate the doors, and all the windows. You want to insulate yourself. I also wear a hat at night. I put on a sweatshirt. I wear sweatpants. If it's going to be really cold, I just layer up. I layer up. I might be getting into some colder weather, so we're going to invest in a thermal sleeping bag when we get to that point. We're trying to avoid it. That's pretty much it. I like to keep this cooler on hand. I really just keep drinks in it. I keep snacks in a bag on the passenger seat. Stay hydrated. I drink Red Bull. I drink coffee, but I drink a ton of water as well. Take your probiotics. Take your vitamins. Vitamin D is important. Magnesium is important. Magnesium glycinate, especially if you have migraines, that's important. Take that at nighttime because it does relax you. That's great for your muscles too. And that's pretty much it. Take care of yourself. Be kind to others. Remember that Jesus loves you. So, that's important because, we want to be good people. We want to be good stewards, especially when we are traveling. We want to be a good representation for our community. We want to be a good representation for our kingdom. Remember that you are from out of this world. You are not from this world. So it's important that you behave in such a manner that is Jesus-like. That's why I emphasize Jesus loving you, because he does. And I know that it's difficult sometimes to feel like you're living up to such a high expectation, but Jesus knows you're going to mess up. That's why he died on the cross for us. That's why he died on the cross for us. That's why he suffered in the way that he did, because he knew that we were going to sin, and that forgiveness is a part of his character. He forgave those who were, completely annihilating his flesh right then and there. So, and all of that is real. And the Bible is true. The words are true. So, let's live by those standards. It's made me a much more peaceful person. I'm a happier person. I feel so much better about existing with God in my every single day, all day. And he reminds me that he's with me all the time. I see the signs and wonders. And you will too if you open your mind and you open that book. Okay? So, anyways, he keeps us safe on the road. We know that. He keeps us safe in our everyday lives. The attacks that you encounter are from the devil. And just remember that, the devil's allowed to do that. The devil has to ask for permission. So he's definitely not number one. And, he has to ask for that permission because, God's like, look, you can do whatever you want to my flock because they're going to love me regardless. And that's true. That's the faith test. And the faithful will stay that way. I'm faithful. I have gone through so many trials and tribulations in my life. Some of you guys know some of them. Others, you'll probably learn through your own trials and tribulations just how difficult life can be, just how challenging other human beings in your environment can be, whether that's at home, family, or in the workplace or the school place, or just roaming around. So anyways, I do love you. I love you guys a lot. I know most of you personally, and if we haven't met, I know that we've talked a lot. You guys can feel free to message me. Nothing gross though. I don't like any sexual jokes from men at all. So definitely don't talk to me disrespectfully. Feel free to, reach out to me. Like I said, through Messenger. I'm available when I have service and the energy. But I do love you. And most importantly, again, Jesus loves you. So don't forget it. We're going to go take our shower now. We're ready. We feel pretty scuzzy. We've been taking a Wild West shower for a few days because that's what you do when you are like camping. Let me real quick before I go, I want to give a little, I want to tell you about these things. These are great. So these body cloths, I get these from Walmart, and they're amazing. They smell really good. They have vitamin E, aloe, and chamomile. If you're allergic to chamomile, just don't rub it on like your eyes or like private areas or whatever. I'm allergic to chamomile tea. I can't drink it, but it doesn't bother my skin. So I use these when I'm taking like a Wild West shower. It's nice to have, I call it a shower, it's a sink thing. I like to have warm water when I'm doing this. I can't always get that. So I use these, and these are great. And then the other thing I like to use are just regular baby wipes, but I get these from Dollar Tree. And these are great for your face and your hands, like before you eat or after you eat or anything like that. Obviously, antibacterial hand sanitizer. You always need that on hand. Feminine wipes. Those are good. They make male wipes as well. That's important when you go to the bathroom and stuff. And then just regular old baby wipes for your hands too are great. I have some antibacterial wipes that a buddy of mine gave to me from work. They were giving them out for free. He grabbed a bunch of them for me, and that's what I clean the truck with. I haven't done that. We might do that later tonight. But we're probably hitting the road tomorrow because it's going to rain, so we might as well just go ahead and get out of here. And so I'll make you another video about that. But anyway, okay, like I said, long-winded. This is a long video. I still hope that you watch it. I love you guys. Okay, I'm going to go get cleaned up. Okay, bye.